Let's start off by writing down a very simple idea. Example 1, 3x plus 3y. Is there anything that is common? Now, sometimes you will be able to see it. So we are seeing that 3 is common. We're not seeing anything else that is common. The letters are different. So take out the common factor, then open a bracket, into. So that's a division, into. So if 3 go into 3x, the 3 cancel, leaving the x, you write back the x. If 3 go into 3y, 3 cancel, leaving the y plus y. There's nothing else, you close the bracket. So we want to factorize 4p minus 10. So we intend to find the biggest thing that can go into those without a remainder. What's the biggest thing? You're going to realize that the biggest thing that could do that is number 2. So you take out the 2, open a bracket, and then you're going to do what we said here. You're going to divide that 2 into, right? By 2. So when you know your timetable, you know 2 going to the 4 2 times. So you have a 2p coming down. And then I could just say this. The 2 into the negative 10 or the minus 10 will give minus 5. We are done. It's common. So you take the letter A out. You open a bracket. Then you're going to divide the A into these terms. So A into AB, A cancel leaving the B. A into minus AM, A cancel leaving minus M. A into positive 2A, A cancel leaving plus 2. And you're done. So whenever you're going to factorize and you realize that a letter is the common factor, what we want you to do is to make sure you use the lowest power of the letter that's there. Now we realize that x is the common thing, but you're going to have to take the power into consideration. So you can't just use x. It's not going to work. Because when you factorize properly, you have to use the highest power of the lowest power of the letter in the context. So you realize that it's x to the third. We have an x to the fourth, x to the third. So x to the third. Open a bracket. Divide this into this, you're left with 2x. Because x to the fourth, when you're dividing it, this third is going to cancel 3 out of it, leaving just x to the 1. But you know, we don't really write the 1. We know that it is to the 1. So when x to the third is divided into this, you're left with 2x. And then when x to the third is divided into itself, principle of anything that divides into itself is 1, not 0. So there's a minus 1 at the back. Because when x to the third divide to x to the third, it goes into it 1 time. And that's the principle that when a number is divided by itself, you get 1. 10 divided by 10, we say 1. 2 divided by 2, we say 1. So x to the third divided by x to the third, it's a 1. Now, when you look at this, it's your responsibility to know your timetable enough to know if something can go into 6 and something can go into 9. What's the biggest thing? When you think of that. When you think about it, you're going to realize it's number 3. Then you realize that it's not only a number that could work because I'm seeing common letters. The good thing about the letters, it is always visible. You are able to see the letters that are common, but you're not able to see all numbers. So it's all about your timetable. So we know that, you know, 3 2s is 6 and 3 3 is 9. So we know 3 work for 6 and 9. But y is a common letter, is a common letter. But what power do we use now? The lowest power of it is a 2. So you have to use that. Sometimes it's going to be a number and a letter combined. So now you open the bracket just the same. You're going to take your common factor, which is 3y to the second, and you're going to divide it into the terms. I could do it along the side for you to see what's happening. 6y to the second will be divided by 3y to the second. You work with your regular numbers called the coefficient. 3 into itself, 1, 3 into 6, 2. So you know there's a 2 there. And then you would know that y squared cancel y squared fully. Because y squared cancel y squared fully. The next piece is to do the 9y to the 5th. And you're going to divide that by what? 3y squared. And the 3 into itself once, the 3 into the 9, 3. So you know that there is the negative sign comes back, there's a 3. And then now for the y to the 2nd into y to the 5th, think about it. When you divide, you're subtracting powers. So you're left with y to the 3rd. That's what we're saying. So this is just y to the 3rd. I could say, I could kind of try to ugly this up, you know, just to try to make, you know what I mean? That's the only thing I can try. I notice I said try, because technically I can't do it still, because you still put back the rules together. And if I say factorize that,